Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to another LOTRO update. I'm your host, you guys, Ironshield, here on Voice of the Rings, and we have some stuff to talk about, both to my kinship, to my channel community, and to the wider LOTRO community as well, on what is going on with all the server stuff. We're gonna do this, we're gonna kind of drown out any of the drama stuff around it. Everything's gonna work out, we're gonna be on the servers, it just might be a little bit longer. All right, so with that, my friends, we've got a couple different things that I want to look at. I've also got some fun little things to show you guys as side stuff, just to get some giggles out of you. But we'll have some fun here today, real quick. I have some other videos for you that'll be coming out, but right now there is a whole lot going on with my channel since the channel revolves so heavily around doing Lord of the Rings online content. But I've got some other videos for you from other games too, so I'll be putting those out as well for the next day or two. But, yeah, just stay tuned. Our plan is the same to my kinship, all right? The plan is the same. No freaking out. I will announce to you guys when I transfer my main character leader here, and then you guys do the transfers or whatever, when it's actually open to be able to we'll talk about that in a minute. And then later, when the servers are open, whatever day they officially tell us, they're thinking now it'll be Friday, which will be the 7th is what they're thinking at the time of me making this video. I'll give you those updates from the different devs in a second here. But same thing. Let me log in first, set up the kinship, and then you guys can log in. Now, some people have been telling me, it doesn't, you don't have to, the leader doesn't have to transfer for everybody else. Our kinship, Mr. Hammer has looked up some info. We're doing that. So if you're in the kinship on CrickHollow, please, 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 just wait for me to announce that I've transferred, and then you transfer, okay? And then the same thing a day or two later with when I first log in, I'll set up the kinship, and then you guys all log in. The reason we're doing this is so that you guys don't lose your data, as in like when you join the kinship, your notes on all your characters, things, all that kind of jazz. That'll be a lot of extra work for you guys to ask for invites on Discord, us to reinvite you, blah, blah, blah. It would be nice when everyone moves, we're all just in the kinship and everything's set up. So that's one of the biggest reasons why we're doing that. And also, you guys don't have to do all the extra work. I will let you know in the Discord. By the way, even if you're in the LOTRO community, I'll still be letting you guys know when things are happening. So if you don't want to be in the hustle and bustle of all the craziness in the main server, which by the way, they've been wonderful, the devs, on things they've been telling us and stuff. But if you don't want to be there with literally thousands of people talking, you can just come into the Voice of the Rings. I always have it down there in the link. All right, so welcome it here. And with that, my friends, let's talk about a few things. All right, first thing. Here is where we're at with what's going on with the servers. So we have some information right here you can see. All right. So this is from Cordovan. This was today. This is the, when I'm recording this, it is the 5th of March, all right, afternoon here on the West Coast. So this is noon my time. They're working currently as part of the investigation into the transfer speed process to open the transfers, all right? They have been turning the transfer button off and on. Now, I've been hearing a lot of stuff where people are all kind of freaking out and all these things. Everyone needs to kind of just chill. Everything's fine. It's really not the end of the world. We're going to all get in there. Everything's going to be set. I think they had a lot more players than they anticipated. Now, in hindsight, there probably could have been a couple things they could have done, like maybe open the servers at different days. Open them in open Glamdring, and then open one of the European servers, and then open Peregrine, and then open Meriadoc, kind of like that. That might have helped. But I have a feeling there might have been so many people that it messed up something with hardware. But again, the devs don't need to tell us anything until they get it solved. We have to remember that they have been working tirelessly for 2 days now, where they're probably working 13, 14-hour days. All right. So we're just kind of sitting around and waiting, which yes, can be annoying. I understand, but you got to think about what on their end too. They're working very hard. All right. The next update they had today, a few hours later, there are 2 things we already know that I want to get out. This is from Zollin. He said the server opening will be pushed until Friday, all right, which I just told you at the beginning of the video. The button won't reappear, which is the transfer button, if you're a wizard, if you're wondering what he's talking about. Reappear until early tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern, and EU players. I will get this video out before this, so if you're saying this before the 6th, you'll know that kind of stuff. More info on this later. So really, there's a lot of stuff going on. And again, if you go into the Discord, it is kind of crazy. Most people are great, just like always. But I will say, I'm going to call out that little 1%. There's a couple of you being a little bit of stinkers, a little bit of trolls. There's a lot of assumptions happening, and I think we need to stop that. So just, you know, keep that in mind. Everything's gonna be fine, right? I do think it's a little funny how people are acting like, you know, I understand that a lot of people play this game daily, right? I do too. But it's like 2 or 3 days is not going to kill you. And if you didn't already transfer, guess what? You can keep still playing. Now, for the people who transferred already, that bit, I'm not actually sure how many transferred yet. We don't know that information. But I'm sure they have to wait around for a day or two. But again, it's not the end of the world. I mean, if anything, I should be worried about it most, right? Because I make content with this game. But I'm fine. Everything's good. You know, I think the devs are doing their best they can right now. And I think that they are going to get it done, and I think it'll be awesome. Now, another thing to think about is people are worried about name saving and getting houses on the new server. That's one of the reasons why they're delaying the opening of the server, I think. They're worried, people feel like they're going to lose names if people start creating names. So then people were saying, oh, well, what if they open the server and then make it where you can, you know, not make characters. You can only have your transferred characters there. But at that point, you're getting into this problem, or you can't buy houses for a week or two. But you get into this problem of now the devs have to do that work when they should be working on the transfer speed and making sure that the new servers are all ready for this kind of stuff. Now, I think the servers are going to handle this stuff very, very well. I think, will there be some lag? Maybe. They'll do little adjustments over a week or two, and everything will be great. It's going to be a lot better having... So those servers, so people know the 64-bit servers are going to be able to handle... You know, one of those servers could probably handle the population of the original 5 that are active players, okay? But we have 2 for each group of 5, right? We have the 5 North American ones going into the 2 North American new 64-bits, and you have the 5 European ones going into the 2 new European 64-bits. So I think that'll all be fine. That'll all work out. But mainly, I just made you this little update video real fast, less than 10 minutes, just to kind of give you guys my kinship, the LOTRO community, things like that. You know, it's alright, chill, we can have fun. It's okay to be frustrated, but don't say things you're going to regret. Don't get mad at people. Don't say mean things to other people. It'll work out. Everything's going to be great, and we're going to have fun. I was a little surprised to see how many people are getting really, 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 like, heated about this. And, like, I get it. I totally understand, okay? And I probably understand more than most. I've been here since the very beginning of the game. You know, I do content for the game. All that kind of stuff. But again, I am fine. Everything's going to work out. And the devs, you know, they're doing their best, and they are good devs. And by the way, they have been giving very, very good information, by the way, on the main page. Just like to throw that out there real quick here. If you are on the main Discord, if you go to the main official Lord of the Rings online Discord, again, you can also join mine. But if you go to the main official Discord, you can see right here under service news and bugs, he has been consistently posting stuff on everything. And also, we have a brand new update right now, which is perfect for this video. This just came out a few minutes ago. All right, we are working to optimize our transfer service as we face exceptional demand for our free 64 server transfers. Yeah, I have a feeling a lot of people transferred. And let me read the rest of this and I'll talk more. We recognize that the pace of the transfers has been too slow, and we are making adjustments to make the opening date and time of our new servers order to give everyone more time to complete transfers. The new 64-bit game worlds will open on Friday, March 7th at 1 p.m. So basically, it's been pushed a total of 2 days from the original date. Really not that big of a deal. We are also adjusting the date for the start of transfers between the new 64 game worlds, which will take place on a rotating weekly basis to Wednesday, March 26th. That's something later once you're on those worlds if you need it. And it'll end on March 20th. That's back and forth in case you decide you're on the wrong server kind of thing. You can go between the North American servers and you can go between the EU servers, but you can't cross American to EU. Just a little side note there. We're also adjusting the date for free transfers from our previous closed game worlds. the new date, so-called Dark Worlds transfer, will be announced soon. That makes sense because you want to give some time to make sure everything's going good. The transfer button is currently disabled, and we will expect the button to remain disabled until 8 a.m. Eastern. All right, tomorrow the 6th Thursday, which I already told you that. All right, so awesome. I'm a little thumbs up there. Cool. So there you go. You know that information now as well. So that's what's going on today. You're gonna get this video like less than a half hour probably after I make it. It's gonna work out, you guys. It's gonna work out. Another thing, by the way, you can go to is the 64-bit and go to pins, and you can see information here that he is also pinned. But that same info is what I just showed you. So now there are some very hilarious memes that have been made that I feel are necessary to show you guys to get some laughs. Okay, this is funny. It doesn't mean we can't have fun memeing. All right, guys. It does not mean we can have fun memeing. My point is, though, some people are going overboard and they're getting like really angry about things, and it's like, it's okay. It's going to work out. So I really don't think people should be so flippant on being angry about things. All right. So, but let me show you some funny ones. Okay. So we got this one. Do I already have this one open? Ah, yes. There's a good one. One does not simply move to a new server. This one made me laugh really, really hard. That was pretty funny. This one's really good. You have no power here because the transfer button isn't there. That one made me laugh really hard. Let's see. I had one or two other ones that were really good. Some of them were not good, but some of them were hilarious. Let's see here. This one's funny. The transfers are lit. LOTRO calls for aid. That one gave me a giggle. This one's pretty funny. There and Back Again, a transfer tale by Bilbo Baggins. That's funny. That was really good. Let's see. This one was pretty funny. LOTRO players, the transfer button. We want it so bad. And then someone made this silly meme. Because people waited really late to do the transfer buttons. That's the joke there. This is probably the best one I have that someone made right here. This one was the old Fairly Odd Parents one, whatever. Here is where I would put my transfer button if I had one, which is very relatable and made me laugh extremely hard when I saw it. But again, in all seriousness, guys, in all seriousness, okay, just close all these. In all seriousness, everything's fine. Everything's gonna work out great. Stay chill, my Kinship and LOTRO community. And again, shout out again to my channel community in general, which again, these all overlap, I know. But I will have a couple videos for you guys of another game that I have out, and I have a couple LOTRO adventures I can drop for you guys too over the next day or two. I'm sorry I haven't done anything the last 3 days, but I have literally been waiting to transfer character because I'm the main leader for like 35 hours. So yes, I slept, but pretty much that's all I've been doing, and I've been helping people in the main Discord and helping talk to people, and that's all I've been doing. So it's been a heavy 2 work days. I feel like I'm doing work too, which I am, because it's kind of my thing, helping lead our Kinship and also the channel here. That is my main job now. So that's what we've been working on basically. Someone also put this one, which is kind of hilarious. Transfer failed. He's like, "What? Let me through." So anyway, I just thought some of these were really funny. This is what I think. This is the reality. I think this is what actually happened. Okay. So, LOTRO server transfers be like everyone's scrambling to get into the transfer. I'm pretty sure it was just way more than they were anticipating with people. This is something that's, that can happen, right? That can happen. Now, I hope we all have to realize it's a very positive thing, all right? It's a very, very positive thing that if that's the issue, right? Too many people either coming back to the game or new players or just lots of people getting on and all wanting to be together and play on the new servers. That's awesome. We want that, right? That's a positive thing for the LOTRO community. We want that, and it's amazing. So it's a good problem to have. But that could be why we're having a stall, right? Why it's taking a little bit longer. Could also be there were so many it messed up something with hardware or something. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not trying to get into techie stuff about this. I've talked about stuff in the past, but we're not going to do that today. Now, there is one other thing I want to address that I really don't think is a real issue, but is something that has made some people grumpy, right? All right? Someone posted this picture. I don't know if it's a real image or not, But it might be because some people have, you know, and don't go after anyone, but, you know, some people have multiple characters, whether that be for questing or for doing a band or for anything. I don't think it's the bands. Please don't go after anybody, okay? But someone posted this, and a lot of people got really, really upset about this, all right? I get it, all right? It is a little bit like, yeah, that seems excessive, right? Because, you know, you got one guy doing 15 accounts, right? I think this picture might be fake. It looks like someone just copy-pasted it. I don't think this is a real image anyway. But anyway, I just want to keep that in mind. This one looks very real, though, because you see the background. This is more reasonable, having just like 5 accounts. But I have 2, but I'm only trying to transfer my 1 account personally. All right, that's where most of my characters are. Even as a content creator for the game, I only have 2 accounts. One of them used to be my family members, but most of my characters are all on 1 account. This is not like a bad thing for people to have, but it does when people flaunt it into the chat. People are gonna get grumpy at you because they're like, well, you know, we're all lining up to get in, and you're doing 15 people for you as one person, right? Because 15 accounts or whatever. That can be a frustrating thing, absolutely. I don't think it's like, you shouldn't be getting like angry at these people. It's their right to do that if they want to do that. But it is a little bit frustrating because then you feel like you're being pushed out of the line. So now you can't like get in because you're worried you're not going to be able to say your name or blah, blah, blah. And of course this, you know, you're free to play. You didn't have VIP account to get 3 names the other day. That could be a little bit stressful too, right? Things like that. But I really don't think that'll be as much of an issue as people think. And also with housing, I don't think people, it's going to be a lot of people, but if we fill up with houses, they already said they give us more neighborhoods. So you guys shouldn't worry about that. And also, don't make assumptions on things. You can try to make an educated guess on things, but people in the main LOTRO official server are making so many assumptions, and they're just like saying mean things about the, you know, and different people in the devs and stuff. Just don't do that. They're working really hard. Yeah, Cordovan's done a really good job of getting information out to people pretty much like every few hours, which is pretty amazing when they're working this hard. And they're really working hard. It's going to be done, and guess what, guys? In a week, when this is over, no one's gonna remember this. It'll all be done. Nobody's gonna remember this. And then all those people that freaked out, which is the small percent, I do not think this is the majority of players. And by the way, this is none of my kinship. We've been nice and calm, and we had everything planned, and everything's great. And I haven't seen any freak out even really on my server. CrickHollow's been really quiet and nice. But for the people in the official chat that are freaking out, it's like just, we got this. It'll work out. We'll get there. All right. And it's going to be awesome. And again, in a week, we're all going to be on our servers. It's going to be super fun. It's going to be awesome. And then those people who freaked out are going to act like, I never freaked out. Well, I'm calling them out right now. Yes, they did. But they're very small percent. The majority of the community has been very supportive and happy. And I mean, look, I mean, you can kind of see even with, and remember, people that usually are upset about things, when people get upset about things, all right? So just like, look at some of these replies, okay? So obviously crying, that's fine, because we were like, no. But, you know, 75 thumbs up. You got some laughs and some other things. You got a couple grumps here, right? Same people, probably, because you can do multiple, right? You know, a couple grumps. Okay. Things like that just came out. The thing is, though, you have to remember, people are naturally, right, with our sinful nature as humans, we tend to complain when things are not going good. I get it. I do it, too. I'm not any specialer than anyone else, you know. I've got my sin too, right? We complain when things go bad, and when everything's great and dandy, like it has been in LOTRO for like 6 years, 7 years, everything's been going really good, right? No one complains. Everything's fine. No one even mentions like, oh, great job, blah blah blah. I mean, some of us do. I know some of you do. Shout out to some of you. But my point is, people are very easy to attack and be negative, and suddenly it looks like everybody's upset. But in reality, it's a very small percent, and a lot of people are just quiet, and they just either transferred or just waiting nicely, like most of us, right? Like most of you probably watching this video, they're doing that. So anyway, I'm done. I'm not here to just lecture you. I wanted to give you guys an update. So have a great day in Middle Earth. Stay happy, my friends. I didn't do a camera today because I don't know. I felt like looking like Zollin today and doing my little movements back and forth. I had a long time ago, like everyone used to like it when I would talk and like move my character. Like most people love that. And I had one guy in the comments a long time ago, he's going like, don't do that, it's annoying. And I was like, oh yeah, well guess what? I'm going to do it even more now. All right. Anyway, no, that's not the reason, but I just remembered that from like 2 years ago. All right. That was, you didn't need to know that information. Yeah, no. But anyway, everything's great, guys. Stay happy. Baru Kazan Kuzare menu. I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield. I'll have some videos out for you. I'm sorry it's been real light lately. Also, I just got over COVID like last week, and I was sick for like 3 weeks straight, and my voice is still kind of messed up. And that's probably another reason I don't have the camera on, because I'm like, I look like a mess. And I've been up for like 2 days trying to transfer, because as a kinship leader, I have to transfer first. I really want to, just so everyone can like do transfer when they want to transfer. I know in reality I could just wait, and we could wait until the servers are out, blah, blah, blah. But I want to transfer as soon as possible, even if I have to wait a day or two without playing, because I'm in limbo. I want mine done so that you guys can start doing your transfers whenever, and then I can log in immediately when the server's open, and you guys can then log in immediately. That's the goal. I'm trying to make this as easy and smooth for my kinship as possible, and if I can help the LOTRO community and here on my channel in the meantime, sweet double win, triple win. You know, one stone, kill 3 trolls, right? Like, that's the saying. Oh, it's kill 3 birds with 1 stone? Oh, well, that's okay. All right, have a great day in Middle-earth, guys. Stay happy. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here in Middle-earth. Wonderful, glorious. I'll see you all in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings. And also, thank you to my wonderful Patreons for their support. Rep, thanks for being a Royal Guard. It means a lot. And I do this full time with my channel now, so I appreciate all that support. And, you know, I love doing this. It's hard when you get sick and my voice gets messed up, things like that, because it's kind of my job. But you know what? That's how it goes. And you guys are so wonderful and supportive. I appreciate that. Anyway, and again, I would say I'll finish up with, there are reasons to be frustrated. There's probably things that Standing Stones can learn from this situation for the future. But this is a first time of this type of thing to happen. Like, they've never done this before, transferring all to new types of servers than a new place. We've had consolidation 10 years ago, but that was a different type of transferring. This is transforming from one location across the country to another. That makes things more challenging. You gotta remember that too. But you know, give them some leeway and give them some thanks for the things they've been working on, because I really think that's important. I've grown up in this game, and I really appreciate it and how much love they put in the game. So let's give it back to the devs, you know. And yeah, all right. Well, with that, that's my thoughts. All right, man, I gotta finish this video. Bye. Stay happy. Baru Kazan Kuzare menu, and I'm at your service and your families. See you in the next one, guys. Baru Kazan!